Okay, Costa, when you're ready. To generate speed and power in the serve, you don't have to be muscular to hit the ball with excessive force, as all major muscle groups are in constant use. The kinetic chain consists of 6 different body segments: the legs, the hips, the trunks, the shoulders, the arm, and the wrist. As Costa prepares to serve another shot, through the joint motions in each stage, starting off in the ankle regions. During the preparation stage, there shouldn't be a motion or bilateral ankle dorsiflexion, and in the ankle, the lead leg has a leg inversion. During the acceleration period, there should be a full plantar flexion, and also then in the follow-through, the lead leg has to have a full leg dorsiflexion, and the child leg is flexed as a leg plantar motion, with the lead leg as well inversion as well. Leading upwards towards the knee, in the preparation stage there shouldn't be a motion to close kinetic change bilateral knee flexion. During the acceleration period, be extended to a bilateral angle, and during the follow-through, the kinetic chain lead knee flexion, and during the kinetic. Moving on, talking about the joint motions in the hip area, which is right here. In terms of during the preparation stage, the different joint motions that we're going to refer to are that in the hip, during the preparation stage, there should be no motion to lead hip internal rotation and the trail hip extension rotation at this point. Also bilateral hip flexion. Acceleration stage, bilateral hip extension, and during the follow-through stage, lead leg hip flexion, internal rotation, as well as trail leg hip extension and external rotation. Okay, moving on to the shoulder regions, talking about the joint motions as well. During the preparation stage, there is a bilateral shoulder flexion and abduction. The racket shoulder will fully externally rotate. During the acceleration stage, whilst the ball is tossed, the shoulder will fully extend and abduct, and during the acceleration stage, the racket shoulder abduction and internal. The active muscles to produce major forces are the quadriceps, the gluteus maximus, the pectoralis major, and the scapularis on the back side. The position of the limbs to produce maximum force are the partial knee flexion, the hip extension around here, the maximum shoulder horizontal abduction around here, and the maximum shoulder internal rotation around here. The major muscles tested in the tennis serve are predominantly the power, the pectoralis major strength, and the rotator cuff stability. On the coaching element of improving or maximizing performance of a tennis serve, it would be recommended that the major muscles to be trained are the quadriceps, so example performing squats and lunges, pectoral major, predominantly doing chest presses, bench press, and to improve the muscles in the back around the subscapularis would be, in terms of exercise, would be like the band internal rotation. To summarize, Costa has an efficient sequence of motion when exerting the tennis serve. Firstly, he exerts power in his legs by extending them. Then Costa rotates his hips, then his shoulders. Then Costa rotates and extends his arm, and finally he rotates and extends his wrist. Furthermore, for efficient serve, you need at least a minimum of 50 degrees of shoulder flexibility, meaning that the range of motion in the serve is important, because the more that you can turn away from the ball, the more time Costa will have to get his body up to speed prior to connecting and making contact with the ball, as well as responding back to the receiver's shot.